The 2022 Local Government Cooperation Award goes to Vigo County for the Terre Haute Convention Center. Officials from across Vigo County came together to solve the problem of needing meeting and convention center space, but also wanting to grow tourism for the county and city. They came together to solve this issue and in turn, making Terre Haute and Vigo County better for its residents.
What can we do to make downtown and, of course, Vigo County better and get people to come to Terre Haute and downtown? So the idea of a downtown convention center was born.
Terre Haute is truly the central hub of West Central Indiana, and after Holiday Inn closed, there really wasn't much convention space here in Vigo County or Terre Haute at all, besides small banquet spaces. So when this project came about, I think the whole community was behind it and involved, and we're ready and willing to see a project like this happen. And to be able to have 1,000 people in one central location in downtown Terre Haute is awesome.
In order to start this project, they needed to form a Capital Improvement Board, or a CIB as it's known, and they had to work with the Indiana General Assembly to have a food and beverage tax passed to fund the project.
Yeah, I was involved in the beginning when we were thinking of opportunities, if we could use it, ISU funding for it, other community avenues to fund it, but really when it came down to it, we needed the food and beverage to be a piece of it.
By statute, it has to be formed when it's a public-private entity. There's public money that comes into this from the food and beverage tax, and then private partners who sit on the board, like myself. I serve as a citizen, so it needs to have obviously some movers and shakers on the board.
We certainly had a shortage of convention and meeting space in Terre Haute and Vigo County. That had been evident for years. Long ago, the Holiday Inn was our go-to with seating for about 300, and that banquet facility went away. And so we were behind the eight ball in regards to bringing people to town, and we thought that was very important to be able to bring bigger groups to Terre Haute to help the community grow.
It would not have happened probably had we not pooled our resources, pooled our thoughts and wishes as a community. There again, that's where the food and beverage tax comes in. People knew where this was going to go, where their funds were going to go, and it was a very open project. We listened and tried to do as much as we could to make the community really, really happy with it.
The local officials knew in order to be successful, they would have to work together for the benefit of Vigo County.
The city couldn't have done it by themselves, or the county couldn't have done it by themselves. The collaboration, as I said, has been tremendous, but it's led to other opportunities that we're working on now too. Just bringing people together, figuring out a way to share this common goal and solve the problem financially, and it's worked out extremely well for our city and county.
The collaboration of the community working together with the legislature to really get them to understand what Terre Haute was dreaming of and what we wanted. And that was something new for us that we hadn't done in recent years. So I hope that this shines as an example of what collaboration and planning can do.
The convention center will be able to host up to 1,000 people, but the center will soon be home to the Larry Bird Museum.
I'm very excited about the Larry Bird Museum. I've had that idea in my head for many years now, and the first order of business was to get Larry Bird on board and involved, and he's become kind of excited about the project, which I think is great. My family and I have been close friends with the Bird family, and I probably have more of his memorabilia than he has, and I think it'll be really special for the public to be able to come and see those items and get those in a public place. And what better place to have it than this new convention center? It can be a draw to bring people here and be another museum for downtown Terre Haute and help us with the tourism aspect of growing our community.
They wanted the convention center to not only help Vigo County, but also the surrounding region as well.
As a county-wide, I mean, I see not only our offices having their conferences here, like auditors and treasurers, all those things, but look where we're at. We're right in the middle of the state. We have the potential of drawing in all the counties around us as a region. You know, we will be a regional hub here with this beautiful facility, and the amenities that we have around the facility, it is nothing but a win-win.
This has just been something that we set our mind to and we got it done. Now we're beginning to look at additional projects. Since we've created the CIB to operate this facility, we know there's other kinds of things we'd love to do to bring more tourists here and allow our local residents to participate and use. And so there's more to come. This is just the first piece of the puzzle, I guess, if you will, and it's a big one, and it's just really a success story.
I grew up in an era where my parents were watching downtown Terre Haute kind of go to the side. You know, the interstate system came in, and what used to be the national road, Wabash Avenue, had so much traffic, but as soon as Interstate 70 came in, everything kind of moved to the south side of Vigo County. So buildings became dilapidated, vacant. There just wasn't much going on in downtown Terre Haute. But today, you know, I'm just excited to be a part of a project that truly is bringing Vigo County and Terre Haute back to life and our downtown back to life, which I think is so important for all communities to keep their downtown vibrant, to keep it populated, to keep those small business restaurants going, the mom and pop shops, all those things. So, you know, I think it's just a huge benefit for Vigo County, Terre Haute, and West Central Indiana, but to get people in downtown Terre Haute walking on our sidewalks, visiting our children's museum across the street, visiting all those restaurants and small businesses, the boutiques and stuff like that, it's tremendous for this community. So I think it just adds to the character of Terre Haute, and I hope this building will be here for years to come.
To learn more about Vigo County, please visit their website